Hello, everybody. This feels extremely weird looking at my camera facing this way and not like this. But yes, this is my first official YouTube video. And this is gonna be a 5-6 minute video, just kind of going over the kind of content that you should expect to see here on this page now that places like TikTok are probably going to be shut down. And I would really like to get into different platforms and record longer form content. If you guys have seen me on TikTok before, you guys know that my content is kind of long for TikTok and it's almost too long for TikTok, even though I cut it down as much as possible to try to get it into, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. But sometimes that's not possible, and sometimes I go outside of that range, and for that I get punished. And hopefully, being here on YouTube, people will be able to watch my content for several minutes and see all the things that I'm doing without any of these crazy cuts just to fit into a certain time span. But I will say though, this is nice. I kind of can say whatever the hell I want. I don't have to worry about saying dumb shit. But yes, this is my first YouTube video. It is kind of exciting to branch over to something new. I guess I'll give you guys a little bit about me, just so you guys, fully know who it is that you're talking to. If you've not seen me on TikTok before, I guess this would be great for you as well. My name is Cole O'Brien, and I am the founder and owner of Delicious Detailing, which is this mobile setup here behind me. I am clearly a mobile business. I started this business in about 2019, roughly the end of 2019, start of 2020, right around COVID time. So I've been in business for about 4 years, going on 5. And I will tell you, it has been a long-ass journey, and I really didn't start making content until about a year and a half ago, after I was, had drastic strides in my business. Once my business really started to grow is when I started to make content. Now, I probably could have made content a little bit before then, but I felt that that would be clickbait or lying. I really wanted to make sure that I had myself in check and I had my business in check before I would go on to platforms like TikTok or even here on YouTube and start giving people advice and recommendations on shit I really didn't know shit about. And I know that my advice is good because I have had plenty of people from across this country tell me that they've gotten, great results using my advice. And I've also had people in other countries say that my advice has been helpful in places like the UK, which is pretty insane. For those of you that do not know, I am told all the time that I look 35, 40. I'm fucking 24. I'm quite young. I am not unk, as some people would call me. So over the time span of me starting and obviously growing and having the ability to afford a vehicle like this, this is a brand new Ram ProMaster City. It's a 2022 and a brand new setup by H2O Auto Detail Supply, and they are located in Covina, California. This setup was around $55,000 to $56,000. And ever since then, I started posting content slowly and surely on TikTok. And that's kind of where my name kind of grew on social media, was from TikTok. From the time span of a year and a half ago till now, I went from 0 followers all the way to 90,000 followers in just around a year's time. Some of the content that I make is satisfying details, kind of just showing people the process of a detail, mainly the outside of the vehicle because I can't really fit my camera inside of vehicles. It's just kind of hard to do. That you'd be able to see out of the whole shot that I was wanting, you might be able to see like this little small spot here. And I know I've had a bunch of people on TikTok be like, why don't you record interior? Well, my camera doesn't fucking fit. I wish I could, but I don't. To be honest with you, the only way I would be able to do that is if I had like a GoPro or, something like that. And I have experimented with those. It's just the quality is so shit. It's just not something I like posting. I like trying to make my videos somewhat cinematic if I can. Yes, you can learn in my videos, and yes, you can see how I work in my videos, but I also want it to be like a good, enjoyable video to watch. So therefore, I only really use my camera for shooting. If I'm not using my camera, I'm not shooting, and I'm not posting it on social media. Some of the other content that I've created is just how to become a legal business, like creating a website, creating an LLC, setting up professional emails, doing things like that. Marketing, advertising, getting new customers, ways and different ways to get new customers. I've also made tons of videos on starting budgets to become a detailer. I think I've made videos on, $500 to $700 to $1,000 and more to start a business. For some of you guys that know my story, I only started with around $700. to begin my detailing business, which isn't really that much. So because of that, and I know a lot of people are always, when they're starting a detailing business, they want to have the best things and the nice things and the most things right off the bat. And that's just not how it should go. And that's not how it works. Not only that, but it's really counterproductive. You think all this stuff is really nice and fancy, but if it is the difference between you actually being able to succeed as a business and not being able to succeed as a business, it's not worth it. And a lot of times that's the case. You only need the bare minimum. And I try my best to give people advice in that regard. If you guys are in the detailing industry, you guys know there are a billion different companies for a billion different products out there that exist, and everybody says they have the best thing. And to be honest with you, I only really recommend people things based on my experience with things. I have tried many different chemicals for many different things, and I've liked some things, I've hated some things, I've loved some things. There's some things I've never changed, and there are things that I have changed. But basically, I make all my videos on what you should buy on 3 variables: price, efficiency, and effectiveness. If a product hits a 10 in all of those categories, that product is worth it. But there are a lot of times where a product is really, really good, but it's way too expensive. Or a product is really, really bad, but it's super cheap. There are pros and cons to products, and I try my best to kind of break that down to people when I give them advice on equipment and products and chemicals that they should be buying. So that kind of content is something you still will see here on a pretty regular basis. You guys will see me doing breakdowns of new products that are coming out, on products that I'm using, on products that I've used but have switched and used something else. You guys will see videos on equipment that I'm using. New equipment is always coming out every once in a while. Obviously, like vacuums and things like that aren't really changing that much, but polishers being battery powered, pressure washers, and other tools like that, I will still be doing reviews on and giving you guys my opinions on them. But overall, what I aim to do here on this channel is to kind of just provide you guys with a full, in-depth day in the life. I would like to start vlogging. This is what this channel will become. Yes, there will be, videos that I make that I set out that they're only 5-6 minutes, and they're me going over something pretty simple and basic. But I think from here on out, I'm kind of just going to do vlogging style content where, you wake up with me in the morning. You guys kind of see what I do in the morning, head to a detail, go do what I need to do. You guys will see me edit the detail like I would a normal detailing video. And then I'll kind of end the video off and things like that. And just kind of end the day out. And you guys will be able to see how it looks to be me. And I don't say that because I want you guys to be like, fangirling over me or fanboying over me. That's not what I'm trying to get at. I want you guys to see what actually takes place in my day. Like, you guys must know, when I wake up in the morning, what do I do in the morning before a detail? Or do I do straight to a detail, whatever the case may be. See how I deal with the detail, see how I deal with the customer, leaving, what I do after the detail, and then what I do before I go to bed, and things like that. Because I know a lot of people don't really think about it, but detailing is pretty strenuous. It is pretty time consuming. It does occupy a large part of my day. And then obviously doing content on top of that just makes it even more difficult. If you guys don't know, I do also own a chemical brand company that is CPR Supply Company. And so now that I own that as well, that's also another part of my life that I am constantly devoting time to. And you guys will also be able to see, me dealing with that and how that works. But this channel is going to be, many things. But the main thing that I do want it to be and want it to be to you is more of just kind of seeing the day in the life. What does Cole do? What does Delicious Detailing do? I have tons of people in my comment sections all the time saying, they want to be like me, or they want to have a business like me, or, my business looks like what they want, something of that sort in the future. And watching these videos will kind of tell you guys what I do to get to where I am now. And for you to replicate that and produce that on your own end so that you can be in this same kind of situation that I'm in. I live very comfortably. I live by myself. I have this $55,000 detail van. I used to have a Corvette, but I did sell that when I started my other business for capital reasons. But I had a C7 manual Corvette. I do well for myself. And every day I wake up, it's an opportunity for me to promote myself. I don't really promote anybody else. When I say nobody else, I don't work for anybody. I work for me. And it's nice to be able to wake up every morning and know that where I am is entirely because of me and the effort that I've put in. And I know a lot of people would like to be in that situation as well. A lot of people put in crazy work and crazy hours at jobs that really don't appreciate them. And I know a lot of people, had regular jobs before they started detailing, or, they didn't want that and they knew that that was what was waiting for them. So they started a detailing business to avoid that. And that's all great and dandy, but a lot of people really just don't know what all this life entails. It sucks a lot of the time. I'll be honest with you. It is stressful sometimes. I would love to throw in the towel a lot of times. Things can be very stressful. But learning, how to manage that and deal with that, and you guys will be able to see how I do that, I feel like will be very helpful for a lot of people out there that are just wanting to throw in the towel. Trust me, there are so many more bad days than good days, but you guys only see the good days, and I only show that to you. But here on this channel, we'll be showing it all. I'll be showing you the stuff that sucks, and I'll be showing you stuff that doesn't. And you guys will come to find out, probably the majority of the time, I'd say 40% of things are perfect, and 60% of the time they are not. And it's just my ability to be able to maneuver around those things and just, be better at whatever it is I'm trying to solve or fix. When I started making content, I really didn't expect it to go anywhere. I knew it'd get some likes and some views here and there, but I didn't understand how tens of thousands of people following and liking and sharing and saving and commenting would actually change my life directly. And it did quite a bit. Not to say that if it went away tomorrow, I'd be fine. I'd be okay. I have a business. But I will say a lot of people, bring me up in conversations now. My name means more than just what it used to mean. I have credibility behind my name now. And I've also been able to start other businesses because of it. And that was not something I really thought of when I started making content originally. And you're probably wondering where the fuck I'm going with this, and I'll just kind of give it to you guys like this. You guys know, or if you don't, you do now, that I did start a new brand. It is a car supply brand. It's basically detailing products, and we obviously would look to, add more detailing products as time goes, but, inventory costs and all this shit, math. So far, all we have is a car shampoo. And kind of what we're doing with that, and what we will be doing on December 31st, is picking a winner to win $3,000 cash, and also win a lineup of different detailing items, like all the stuff from Blackline Car Care, Dialed Car Care, Flex, and McKillen's, which is a grand total of around $5,000 in cash and merchandise that we're just giving away to, 5 or 6 people. And all they had to do was purchase a bottle of my soap from my brand. I bet, at first it seems kind of gimmicky, and even to me it seems a little corny and ridiculous, but I want you guys to know what the actual vision is behind what we're doing here and why we're doing these giveaways the way that we are doing them. It would be amazing. It's already amazing that I'm able to make content and give people advice and help them grow their businesses. But how sick would it be if I was able to give somebody a detail van, fully built, ready to go, brand new? Give somebody a fully built business and let them work. I feel like that is the best gift that anybody could ever give, or something of the sort. I feel like that's the best thing I could ever do for somebody, and that is something I would like to do. I would like to be able to provide people with this opportunity that I have. Yes, I worked for this, and yes, it took time, and I had to incur debts to be able to be where I am now, but it would be amazing to be able to give somebody this with no debt, with the possibility of making potentially millions of dollars. And when I say millions of dollars, I'm not exaggerating. So that's ultimately what we're trying to do here. Every single giveaway, it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger until eventually we can start to give away detail vans, detail trucks, detail setups, or just work vehicles. So that way we can, give something away, to somebody, and hopefully that they will be able to make something of themselves and make a business with it and actually make money from it. There are a lot of brands out there that do this kind of already. You guys might have heard of Legends Supply Co. or 8080, companies like that give away actual vehicles. And it's all cool and dandy. Like, it's all great, you know, to win a Supra that's fully built or like a Lamborghini that's fully built. But like, that's where the fun ends. Like, you can only, you know, if you want the money from that vehicle, you're going to have to sell the vehicle. And you're never going to get $1 more for it after you sell it. But I think it's cooler to actually give away like a fully built business that's ready to go and that will make money. In 2 years' time, you could make more money with this thing than you could selling a Lamborghini one time. It's an endless money-making machine. And personally, I feel like there is no better way for me as a detailer to change other detailers' lives other than doing that. I can't think of anything more crazy or great that I could do for another detailer than to just give them a, you know, turnkey, ready-to-go business. Obviously, we have to be able to sell out a product and continue to do giveaway after giveaway until eventually we can make enough money to afford doing a detail van. But we're trying not to be gimmicky. We're trying not to, you know, we're trying to give you another reason to purchase, you know, to buy our product versus somebody else's product. We want you to buy our product because we're not just taking all that money and putting it straight into our pockets and just spending it on dumb shit. We are giving back a lot of the money that we make back to the community and to supply the next supply of giveaway items and stock up on inventory for the next giveaway so that we can do another giveaway and just keep it going and keep it going and keep it going. And that's what we want to do here. So I know a lot of people have, and the only reason I'm kind of bringing this up is to kind of give you some more backstory on me and also to give you some backstory on some of the other things that I do. And also, you know, I've seen a lot of comments on my TikTok page being like, you know, this isn't really a giveaway, you know, why are you doing this, this, that, and the other. And I feel like it's just easier for me to clarify here what I am aiming to do with CPR. I want CPR to be a company that people buy because the products are good, but also because they have a chance of changing their life for the better. And I don't feel like there's a lot of companies out there that do that. Most of the time you're just buying something and they're saying thanks and they walk away. That's not what we're looking to do. We are looking to build community and make connections with people all over the place for all different types of reasons. And there's not currently one company that I know that is out there that is trying to do just that. I'm kind of just realizing in my head right now that I'm kind of just rambling and I'm kind of going to different points without really connecting them all around. I apologize. This is my first kind of long talking video of just me just talking about random stuff. So bear with me. It'll get better at some point, I'm sure. But ultimately what I'm trying to do here is just give you a little bit of background about me, my company, and give you a reason why you should follow me and subscribe to my channel. Obviously, not all of my videos are going to be like this, as I've stated, but I feel like it's important for you guys to really know who it is that you're talking to, and I'm not just some guy on the internet that was trying to clickbait you into buying something or purchasing something. That's not really my goal. It's not really my intention. My intention has always been to help people on this channel, and even on, you know, places like TikTok. That's always been my goal. My goal has always been to help people. I never charge people money for information. I've had people call me before on my personal line. I'm not going to tell you how they got my number, but they've gotten my phone number and they'll call me and I'll just sit there and talk with that person and I won't, you know, charge them or hang up with them or act like I'm better than them. I feel just as you know, a lot of the times I actually feel like I'm the same as you. The only difference is I've learned how to use a camera and I've learned how to talk in front of it. And I've learned how to, you know, edit things. That's the only difference between me and you. Let's be honest. I'm not that special. I'm not as special as a lot of people might make it out to be. But this is kind of just an intro video. I'm not going to get, you know, too crazy and too deep on any particular topic at this moment. This is kind of just getting to know me and kind of just my introduction to YouTube here. From this moment on, a lot of my videos will be recorded in this format that you are seeing right now, which is this very wide format. And I'm looking at myself right now on the camera. It's fucking weird. There is so much stuff fitting in this space right here. Normally, you'd only be seeing like about this much space. But now you can see my doors. That's crazy. Like I've never had my footage be that wide. It feels super weird. So I'm betting money. A lot of the detail videos that I'll be having that come out pretty soon are going to be really cool because so much more information can fit into a landscape photo than a portrait photo, which is what I'm recording on right now, landscape. So I'm actually pretty excited to see how my content transforms and changes here on this app. It's going to be actually pretty cool. Other than that, guys, other than that, that's pretty much it. I would like to know specifically what kind of content that you guys would like to see from me that is long form content. And just know I'm going to try to make every single video here that I post at least 10 minutes or longer. I don't want to post 3-minute clickbait videos anymore. That's just not something I'm interested in doing. It's not something I want to do. It seems very misleading a lot of the time, and it's not something I want to do. But I do want to make content that you guys want to watch. Yes, there are some things that I really want to do, like make really cool, satisfying, cinematic detailing videos. But I also do want to make videos that are helpful for you guys out there. So in the comment section of this video, if you could leave me not like a 1-word question, not like a 2-word question, not even like a sentence question, type a paragraph or so, or like not even a paragraph, I'm being a little bit exaggerating, but give me a very good question of a video that I could, of a question of something that I could make a video about where I could answer that in depth and give you, really good feedback on that question. This could be anything from marketing, advertising, just detailing in general, being a business owner, being a young business owner, I'm not sure. Really any questions that you guys might have, let me be helpful to you. And also just let me know what kind of content you want to see on a rather consistent basis here on this app. If you guys are sick of the cinematic details or, the crazy quality details, we don't have to do that. I really don't. I'm going to do what you guys tell me to do. Do you guys want me to do, cinematic details, or do you guys want me to make, choppy-ish details where it's cut up and it's quick and it's not 10 minutes long? Or do you guys want to see everything? Do you guys want to see daily vlogs? Do you guys want to see more tips and tricks and how-tos? Do you guys want to see more product reviews and things like that? Those are all things that I'm willing to do and okay with doing, and look forward to doing, quite frankly. You guys might not be able to tell from my face, but the fact that TikTok is going away and YouTube is going to be the place where people go to at this point is actually extremely thrilling for me. I want to be able to make this kind of content. This is always what I wanted to do, but I never did it because it's a lot harder to grow on YouTube than it is on places like TikTok. So there's not really any purpose of trying YouTube if TikTok exists. But if TikTok doesn't exist, then all you got is YouTube. So you have no excuse. So I'm very much looking forward to this next year of content here on YouTube. And I hope that you guys will be here every step of the way and grow with me. And I hope that you grow as I grow myself, especially here on this channel. Hopefully here in this little, 5 or 10 minutes, I'm not sure what it's been that I've been talking to you. Hopefully you've got a better understanding of me as an individual and who I am and what I stand for, and what I aim to do here on this channel. And hopefully you like that, and I hope that you are subscribing to this channel so that you can see more of this in the future and help support a channel that will ultimately grow to do all the things I just talked about doing. And just as a heads up, just to kind of give you guys like a time frame of things, I used to post daily, and now I will try to do once every other day, if not once a day. But don't count on once a day. That might not be possible for YouTube style content. But once every other day is what I'm going to try to aim for. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. This was a cool, fun, interesting, feels weird kind of video to make, but it is the first. I'm sure it'll get better over time. But I do appreciate you guys for watching, and I will be seeing you guys again shortly.